Good morning. Welcome. I have a nice core class prepared for this morning. So excited to wake up and move with you. Find that nice, comfortable seated position. One where you can extend your spine nice and long. Where you can tap into that nice, deep breathing. Your arms just rest on your knees. And always taking a moment to tune in to your own space, to your own body. As you breathe here, draw that breath all the way down into the abdomen, up through the rib cage, and at the top, even a little bit more into the chest. And then slowly and smoothly exhale. And again. A few more times. In and out like the ocean, your breath moves. Once you've connected with that nice deep breathing, we'll carry that with us through the class, connecting our movement to our breath as we strengthen our bodies. Go ahead and inhale, arms up overhead. Nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Leading with that chest, lengthening through the crown. Beginning to walk your hands over to the right. Opening through that left side body. Keep planting that left hip into the mat. Really feel that left side body rib cage open as you breathe in. On an inhale, walking back through center, over to the left. Again, keep planting that right hip now. Really feel into that right side rib cage as you inhale. Inhale back through center, beginning to press all the way up. Taking a spinal twist here. Left foot comes across, right leg over. Planting those hips back on the mat. Hugging your right leg with the left. Pressing into that right hand, lengthen the spine. Let's take a breath or two here before we deepen into the twist. And keep on lengthening and then begin twisting. And release, center, switching across the legs. Go ahead, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Right arm hugs the left leg, left arm supports. Inhale, nice long spine, crown reaches up. Taking a couple breaths here. And then deepening into the twist. Center. Uncrossing those legs, take them out nice and long, flexing the feet. Pressing those thighs into the mat, drawing those toes back towards your nose. Maybe you move a little flush out from under the sit bones, finding that nice grounded seat. And begin to walk the hands forward, down the legs. Once again, leading with the chest. Breathing into the fold. For the last couple breaths here, go ahead and release in the head and neck. Forehead bows towards the earth, towards your legs. Inhale, pressing all the way up. Go ahead and take your body onto its hands and knees. Stacking those joints, spreading those fingers, finding that nice neutral spine. On an inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the crown and tailbone up. Exhale back into cat. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Making your way to neutral spine. Go ahead and just relax for a minute in neutral spine. Feel how that lower back, that tailbone lifts and the lower back drops just in relaxation. Now tuck that belly button up and in. Feel that lower back come up. Feel it nice and strong through the core. This is where you want to be for the rest of the poses. On the hands and knees. Go ahead and take that left foot back. Belly button tucked, pressing through the heel. And release that heel back. Take the right heel back. Tuck that belly button again. Pressing through the hands, opening through the back of the calf. And release. Adding the balance. Left foot back and up, parallel to the mat. Tuck that belly button again. Inhale, right arm up. Reaching out through the toes, all the way through the fingertips. While contracting the core, contracting those abdominal muscles. Keep reaching, keep breathing here. And release. If you're really working, it's probably a little bit hard to breathe and to hold that core at the same time. That's good. Right foot back, belly button tucked, right foot up. Left arm forward. Reach as long as you can, all the way, heel to fingertips. And release. And adding the final, adding the crunch. Left foot back again, right arm forward. Inhale that left foot up. As soon as you find that balance, go ahead and exhale, elbow to knee. Drawing the chest towards the hips, really crunching on that in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. And lengthen. And crunch. Nice work, nice and slow. Connect with the breath and lengthen. And crunch. Really drawing that belly button up and in. One more time. And in. And release. Hand and knee to the mat. Good morning. Right foot back. Left arm forward. And up. On an inhale, finding that balance. On your next exhale, elbow to knee. Slow down that breath. Do as many as you can. I'm going to go for 2 more, lengthening and crunching. Really drawing that belly button up and in. And last time. And as the hand and knee come back to the mat, bring those big toes together, knees wide, pressing hips back, forehead down, child's pose. On your next inhale, go ahead, come back forward onto the hands and knees. You got a couple more to go here. If your wrists get tired, option to bring it to fists Or these next ones, well, after this very next one, could be done down on the elbows. So for the next one, we're just taking our side crunches. Hands press firmly into the mat. Pressing those shoulder blades up and open, tucking that belly button up and in, and drawing your shoulder towards your hip on an exhale. Inhale through center, and exhale other side. This one's about what you put into it, so the stronger you pull that hip in, the tighter that crunch is going to be. Inhale center, exhale side. Just a couple more times each side. And one more time each side. Inhale, center, exhale, crunch. And center, and crunch. And center. And let's all maybe drop down onto our elbows. Here, elbows are under shoulders. Gazing just gently forward to the hands. We're going to do some kickbacks. So your heel is going to press up towards the sky, but you don't want to roll that hip open. You're going to want to keep that left hip down parallel to the right. And down. And up, pressing that heel, squeezing the glute, and down. Up. Heel straight up and down. Nice work. Connecting one breath to the movement. Inhale up. Exhale down. Just a couple more times this side. Inhale up, and exhale down. Other side, heel up. Make sure that hip's dropping down, parallel to the left now. Right hip drops down. Heel straight up. Core is activated. One more time, give it your all. Inhale, press, press, press that heel. Exhale, release. Now let's come back up onto the palms. Finding that nice neutral spine again. Knees about hips distance apart. Again, we're going to keep working towards keeping the lifted leg, hip down and parallel to the other. If it comes up a little bit, that's all right. It's probably going to want to, but keep working towards keeping it parallel. So we're just going to lift the knee out to the side, just as high as you can, without shifting over to the side, keeping the hips right on top, stacked on top of the knees. Inhale up, exhale, release. And up, and release. Take a peek down. sure that hip's staying over the knee. And all the way down, both knees meet. Preparing for other side, tuck that belly button up and in. Right leg comes up and release. Up and release. Watching that bottom leg. Keeping that hip over the knee. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Toes together, knees can be together or wide. Press those hips back, child's pose. Might go a few minutes over today to make up for the technical difficulties in the beginning. Go ahead and inhale forward, coming all the way onto your belly. Continuing to work through the backside. Actually, let's start with a pillow with the hands. And forehead can come to the hands. You're going to press the hips into the mat with the forehead on the hands. One leg's going to come up, heel pressing up towards the sky. And exhale, release. Inhale, other leg. Exhale, release. All right, let's go. Inhale up and release. And up and release. We're going to go for 5 each side. Up, really squeezing through the back of that leg. Press that heel up and release. And up and release. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up and down. 2 more times each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Up. Down. Just 1 more to go. Keep pressing those hips into the mat. And release. Resting the head for a moment. As you're ready, bring those hands under the shoulders, pressing the hips up, tucking those back toes under. Let's come all the way up and back. Adho Mukha Savasana, down dog. Breathing here. Just for a breath or 2, maybe you walk the dog out. Rolling those armpits in towards the ears. Pressing those hips up and back. Press out through both heels for just a moment or 2. Inhale forward, bending the knees, gazing forward. Exhale, walk, step forward, float your feet to your hands, dropping into a forward fold. Go ahead and tuck that tailbone, beginning to roll up 1 vertebra at a time, making your way all the way to standing. Inhale, arms up, gaze up, mini back bend, pressing through the soles of the feet. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's go ahead and come straight into a balancing pose. So kind of really working on the back end of our core today through the glutes, the hamstrings. So taking a good sized step back, I put my left foot back. You're gonna bring your hands onto your hips. Come back up onto that tiptoe, bending into that right knee. Keep shifting that weight forward until you can bring those left toes up off the mat. Again, with everything, we're going to keep working on dropping that lifted leg, hip down to keep it parallel with the supporting leg. Your hands can help you feel that. And as you tip forward and backward, feel that standing leg activate all along the outside edge of the hip and glute. And as you're ready, maybe you come fully into that warrior two. Keep lifting that left leg, keep reaching out through the crown forward. Maybe you even extend your hands forward. And release all the way back. Back foot comes back. Nice work. Go ahead and step forward to the front of the mat. And right foot goes back. Just a little bit, not too far. Hands on the hips. Beginning that tilt. Beginning to feel the standing leg activate through the glute and thigh. Micro bend in the knee. Rock here a few times. And then continue forward, going for a few breaths in warrior three. Right leg lifts. Chest draws forward. Maybe you add the arms. And release. Nice work. Stepping up to the front of your mat, bringing your feet together. The inside edge of your feet touch. Squeeze those thighs together, beginning to sit those hips back into chair, maybe bringing the hands to prayer. Chest rises up, gaze down. Can you see your toes? If not, sit those hips back further. Tuck that belly button up and in, nice strong core as the tailbone drops. Keep lifting that chest up. Just a couple more breaths here. And on an inhale, rising all the way up, pressing into those feet, arms come up. Exhale all the way into a fold. Inhale, flat back, hands come to the shins. Exhale, place your hands, step back, high plank. Taking an inhale at the top of the plank. Exhale, elbows in, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra. And exhale back into child's pose. Inhale forward onto the hands and knees. Just a few more things for today. Go ahead and come onto the belly. We're going to come up into a forearm plank. So interlacing the fingers, elbows are under shoulders, making that nice solid triangle between the elbows and the hands.
And then tucking those toes under, pressing the hips up into forearm plank. Start with the hips a little bit up, more up than you would. Tuck that belly button under, press through the heels, and then begin to drop those hips down. Not enough that you can feel anything in the lower back, just so it's not a mountain. So your hips are parallel to your shoulders. Maybe you peek back. Take a peek down. Taking a few breaths here. Slow down your breath. Go for 5 more. At the end of your 5th breath, releasing your knees and hips to the mat. Making your way onto your side. Almost there. Hang with me for just a couple more poses, and we'll be in our wind down. Again, elbow stacks under shoulder. Preparing for side plank. We're going to go for 5 breaths. Try and slow those breaths down. And as you're ready, pressing into the side of the foot. Kickstand is another option. Pressing those hips up, same thing. Spine is straight. Hips are in alignment with the crown. Keep pressing them up. Couple more breaths. And exhale, release, switch sides. Again, choosing your kickstand or stacking the feet. As you're ready, pressing up, side plank. Press, 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 crunch those under those side abs while you're drawing your belly button up and in, protecting that lower back. Keep pressing those hips up, going for that nice straight spine. And exhale, release. You did it, you made it. Make your way onto your back. Go ahead and walk those heels in towards your body. Palms by your side. Taking a breath or two here before we begin our bridges. You're going to want to keep drawing your knees in towards one another. Don't let them fall out to the sides. Inhale, pressing. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time. And exhale, release. Hips touch the mat. Inhale up. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the knees towards one another. Exhale, release. A few more times. Inhale up. Exhale, release. And up. And release. One more time, up and release. All the way down to the mat. Left leg crosses over right knee. Inhale that right knee up, grab thigh or shin, figure 4. Breathing into the back of the hip here. Option 2, press that tailbone down while you draw the knee in. Getting a little more bang for your buck in the body here. Finding that nice deep opening. And release, switching the cross. Left leg up and grab. Shoulders come back to the mat. Taking a little bit of that isometric pull or dynamic movement, tailbone to the floor as you draw in. Take our nice supine twist before Shavasana. Left leg back over, both knees to the right. Gazing out over that left shoulder. Nice twist. On your next inhale, coming through center, switching the cross, both knees to the left, gazing out over the right. Inhale, center. Releasing the cross, drawing those legs out long. Finding a nice even weight between both hips on the mat. Gently tuck those shoulder blades under as you open across the chest. Arms fall open to the sides, belly relaxes. Taking one more deep breath in and out, and then releasing control over the breath, allowing it to return to its natural flow. into your body, taking a deep breath in, wiggling your fingers and toes. As you're ready, go ahead and bring the soles of your feet to the mat. With bent knees, rolling onto one side for fetal position. As you're ready, making your way back to seated. And from seated position, go ahead and take just a second more to close your eyes and set an intention for your day. What would you like to experience more of? Maybe you choose a word that becomes your mantra for the day. Just taking a second to set that. Thank you for joining me for practice today. Namaste.